Today we're going to be seeing if we can find a jog wheel that comes not as good as the speed editor, because the speed editor is perfect. This jog wheel is perfect. So we're not looking for perfect. We're looking for good enough or passable. Now, on the Tourbox Elite, that has a good one on there as well. But the problem is everything is controlled off my left hand. So I picked up this right here, which is the Shuffle version 2, to see if it's at least good enough to replace me having to carry the speed editor around with me just for the jog wheel. Let's talk tech. How's it going? Will here from Will Talk Tech, and today we're gonna unbox this, put it to the test, set it up, see what all we got to do with it, and yeah, let's see what it is. Now, I will say straight off the back, this is USB-A versus USB-C. I wish it was USB-C, but it's not. So good thing I still have my dongles with me. So I'll connect this to my laptop, and then I'll just connect this device through here. All right. So let's get it open and let's see what it's all about. Now, at the time of recording this, honestly, I don't know if this is gonna work. I really hope it do. And wow, that's nice. That's real nice, actually. This is kind of flimsy, but I'm okay with that because it's only $100. So I don't want to be unreasonable. The speed editor costs $400. It's a little dirty, but this right here, it's a little small, but I do like the feedback it gives. This right here, this is different. This doesn't let you go all the way around. It's a hard stop. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna work out. And the buttons, all these buttons down here, from being completely honest with you, I really don't care about these buttons. I just really want it for the jog wheel. And straight off the back, I like it because it's small. At least this part right here is. But I mean, honestly, this is how it looks. This is it. This right here, it turns like I would expect. This right here has a hard stop, so it doesn't go full circle. A comparison to the Black Magic, it goes all the way around. And if I just do that, you can see how smooth it is. So I never have to stop and adjust or anything like that. So honestly, we're gonna try it. I'm gonna reserve my comments for after we try it. And then these buttons up here, these are macro keys. So honestly, I don't really care about these buttons. That's what my Tourbox Elite is for. I just needed something that gives me a jog wheel that's not all controlled off my left hand. So if Tourbox Elite came out with a jog wheel only, they would be killing it because it's a wide open market for it right now. So let's plug this up and let's see how it do. Okay, so here we are. I forgot to show you this right here that was in the packaging. It is, as you can see, it's just basically buttons and things like that to put on your button so you'll know what each one is. And then you have like some more reading material like your manual and things like that was in the box. That's everything that's in the box. So now we can actually dig into the computer. I'm actually going to plug this up right now and we should see what it do. So I'm actually going to replace my master mouse, my MX mouse. That's actually the second gen. Actually, I think that's the third one. Yeah, that's the third one. It's just not the S version. All right, so it's plugged up now. I'm waiting to get confirmation of an accessory or something like that that's been plugged in. I don't see it, so we're going to do a quick search in Google. We're gonna go with, okay, so I was able to figure it out. Once you click on Contour, you go to Google, type in Contour Shuffle Pro. Once you do it, it's gonna come here. If it don't come here and it lands you on the website, you can click right here. You can come over to support. Once you click on support, you're gonna come over to getting started. And from getting started, you're gonna click on shuffle. At that point, once you click on shuffle, you're gonna see down here, it's gonna give you a lot of stuff, but you wanna go all the way down to where it says drivers. Click on drivers. Now, you don't wanna download this right here, which is the mistake I was making. So you wanna scroll down and you want to actually click right here and install that. Now, it currently works on my Mac. I currently have the 2023 16-inch M2 maxed out MacBook Pro. So it works on mine, so I'm pretty sure it should work on yours, although it doesn't say anything about being compatible with the M1 chip. Once you've installed it, you can close off the internet and you're gonna get this window right here. Now, this is where I stopped at. I haven't done anything else with this window. I wanted us to do it together. So what I want to do is Davinci Resolve. So I'm just gonna scroll down until I get to, let's see here, video. All right, Davinci Resolve. This is what I want. Now, so I'm assuming this ring is what it's talking about. Okay, so when I just move the jog wheel, it actually changes. So reverse frame is right here, forward frame is right here, and then I have, okay, so this is like the jog wheel. So I can actually turn this knob and it's actually letting me do it. So that's, I guess it's different. Not 100% sure I like it, but I guess you can turn it one frame at a time is what it's for. But I honestly like just being able to use this like this. So let's break out this Davinci Resolve and let's see what it do. All right. So before I do that, I'm going to come here and I'm going to do one last thing, which is I'm going to actually unplug it from here. So I'm going to close out of here and I'm going to just unplug it. Once it's unplugged, I'm going to plug it back in. And that's just to make sure it took the settings that it was supposed to take. So now we're going to come over to Davinci Resolve and we're going to pull up a project, and if all goes well, hopefully it gives me the type of jog wheel I'm looking for. All right, so I'm going to just go into one that I've already done, which would be, okay, we could do this one. Okay, we're not going to do that one because I want to keep it simple. I don't want Resolve to have to do anything extra. So let's step back out to the projects. This one I know worked because I just got finished doing it. If you haven't watched this, make sure you go check it out after you finish this video. And this is Final Cut Pro on the iPad. All right, so that's been exported. We're gonna come over here. I'm gonna Shift Z to make it smaller. I'm gonna pull that over there, Shift Z to bring it back out. And it jogs really slow. And instructions. Wow, that played it. This Final Cut Pro, going into this Final Cut Pro already has one. All right, so this is actually, there's no way to speed it up. So you're gonna be scrolling for a long time. So let's see if we can fix that. Let's come back over to the shuttle and let's see if we can change this dial. So I want to change this dial. So what I wanted to do is, all right, so through the magic of fast forwarding, I'm gonna show you what I came up with. To be honest with you, it's not as good as this editor is right here, but honestly, I think I could deal with it, to be completely honest. So let me show you what I did. We're gonna look at the software really quickly, and as you can see, I got everything mirroring it. So when I turn the knob left, it's gonna go 10 seconds. And you can see I have 10 seconds for zone 7, 6, 15. Then you can see it's jumping up 30, 45, 60, and the last one is 60. And as you can see, this one is 5, that one is 10. So I'm gonna change this to 10 because these should match perfectly. So if I have to go back, I'm going back to match whatever it is right here is what I want it to be at the top. So as you can see, moving forward, let's see, what is that? Zone 4, both of them is 30. You can see zone 6 is 45. Zone 3 is 45. Then you can see zone 2 is 60. Zone 1 is 60. You can see 6 is 60, 7 is 60. So I wanted these to mirror each other, so if I need to go back because I went too far, then I can. Now, this is the outcome of that. So let me just click into here and activate it, and you can see right here, this is it moving. If I just hold it, it's just gonna keep going. Now, the cool thing about it is if I'm holding it like this, it's gonna keep going, but if I want to slow it down and go back to the jog, I can do that. So if I wanted to, let's say, hit right here and then do that, and then I want to go back and speed up and I want to slow down when I get here, then as you can see, I got the precision that I want. No is not as good as the speed editor, but to be honest with you, I don't really think I'm gonna find something that's as good as the speed editor. And you can see that allowed me to jump forward, and I just did that by turning. But if I hold it, it's gonna go to the next one, and I'll be able to fine tune it. Then I can come over here since that's so close, and I'll be able to fine tune it like so. And then this right here, this is a long one. So I would jog to it. And once I jog to it, I would, slow it down. And I would delete that right there. And then I would be back to jogging. And right here, once I get to the next spot, I would just come right here and I would jog to the next one. I would come here and then I would delete it. And this right here, the way it's set up is the harder I turn it, the faster it go. The slower I turn it, the slower it go. So you can see with this one, it goes really fast in reverse, but it goes slow. And now if I wanted to change that, all I have to do is switch it up. So I can have it go fast this way. And let's do that really quickly. We're gonna bring back up the contour. When I go left, you can see right here at the very first zone, let's see here, going this way is super fast. And that is because once we get to zone 7, fast forward, coming from zone 7, I'm automatically at this right here. So I need to flip these. I want this to be, 60. I want this one to be 60. I want this one to be 45. I want this one to be, let's see here, what was this one? I want it to come 60, 60, 45. Okay, so this one would be 30. So I already at 30. What would this one be? This one would be 15. So I want this one to be 15. And I think these are just 10. 10 and 10, correct. So I want this one to be 10 as well. And I will want this one to be 10 as well. Now, basically what it's doing is it's putting everything in reverse. So now when I do this, it should work. So now you can see I turn slightly and it speeds up. If I turn this way, it speeds up. The further I turn it, the slower it gets. The slower I turn it, the slower it gets. So if I turn it to zone 7, it speeds up. If I wanted to slow it down, I could pop it right there and I can use my shuttle. And then after that, I'm able to come right here and do it. And that's the settings right here. So this is honestly the closest I think I'm gonna be able to get to what I have on my Davinci Resolve. This right here, I like it because I'm barely turning it and it's just going. So this is kind of like automatic, and this is at zone 7. So as long as I go to zone 7 or zone 6, but if I go all the way to zone 1, it's gonna go very, very slow. If I go all the way over to zone negative, I guess 1, it's gonna go very, very slow. So I kind of like that because I barely turn it and it goes. It's kind of like automated now in a sense where I don't have to keep turning a knob. I just hold it and it just keep going. And the cool thing about this is I can have it go faster if I wanted it to, but I kind of like it right there, to be completely honest with you. It's a setting up in here. Now, honestly, I don't think you should use this setting, but I'm going to show it to you. If I wanted this to go faster, I come down here and I just click on as fast as possible. If I click on as fast as possible, it's going to be very, very fast. So you see, actually you don't see because it don't look like anything changed. Let's come back over here right quick and see where did I do that. Okay, I changed that to as fast as possible for zone 7. So I would have to go all the way to 7 to show you that. So we want to put this back at, I think it was 60. No, actually, zone 7 is where we want it. So let's see here. This is, okay, so I was going left. So, all right, so let's put this as fast as possible. And let's put this one as fast as possible. So that way, no matter which way I turn it, you get to see what I'm talking about. All right, now we're gonna come back over here, and I'm assuming that's as fast as possible. No, that's as fast as possible. Now, why is, oh, see, I gotta come all the way down to zone 7 over here to do it. But right here, this is as fast as possible. Now, you could do that, but honestly, you're not really controlling it at that point. So I honestly don't see the purpose in doing that. So I'm gonna actually turn that back to what I had it as instead of as fast as possible. I'm gonna put that back to 60. And this is, let's see, hold key right. This is gonna be back at 60 as well. So that's at 60, that's at 60. So you see how this works? On here, you're looking at zone 1. Zone 1 right here matches negative zone 7. Negative 7 and 1 is the same. Because when you go right, you're starting at negative 7 because you're starting from 7 and going down to negative 1. Going left, you're going from, if you're turning the knob left, you're starting from zone 1 and you're going up to 7. I'm not sure why it's backwards like that, but this is how it works. And these are the settings I have it on if you want it to, if you want it to work good. And this is going to allow you to, smooth sailing. You can go back, then you can slow it down, and you're able to do your edits with no problem. I gotta say, I like this. I like it. Now, I hope you enjoyed it. I know this was a little bit all over the place, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be taking this with me for the foreseeable future. This is just my first impressions. This only cost $100, so we have to keep in perspective that this is only $100. I'm not using any of these buttons. The buttons are super simple to set up, just like this was. The last thing I want to show you, because I forgot to tell you, in order to control this right here, you have to go left and right, which means you have to have this set up as a keystroke. Let me bring it back up really quickly. This right here, these are all keystrokes. You see type, so you want to pick type keystroke, and then over here you just want to hit the left key, the left arrow key, and down here you want to hit the right arrow key, and then you moving it there. And this shows you over here 7. In order to get there, you have to start all the way over here. So it shows you that right here. All right. So I mean, honestly, that's basically it. My first impressions is I feel like I can use it for $100. If it gives me something close to what I had over here, I mean, obviously this is $400. This is $100. So we got to keep things in perspective. So for $400, if I could pay to get this, just this knob only for $400, I absolutely would, because I love it that much. However, with this gives me something that I didn't expect, which is a form of automation. I hold it and it just keeps turning. With my Davinci Resolve speed editor, I have to keep turning that wheel. The cool thing about it is I control how fast I want it to go or when I want it to slow down and make my cuts and things like that. But again, I'm okay. I will give this a shot. I will report back to you if I decide that I don't want to keep it. Well, honestly, I'm probably going to keep it because I don't dislike it enough to send it back, if I'm being completely honest. So I'm going to hold on to it more than likely, unless it just completely bombs. But if that's not the case, I'm going to hold on to it, and yeah, I'll report back to you. This is my first impressions of the Contour Shuttle Pro version 2. It works in Davinci Resolve, it works on M2, and I'm going to put it through its paces. If they could come out with a USB-C one, or better yet, one that's wireless where I don't need a cable, that would be even better. But until then, I'm going to check this one out and see what it do. If you enjoyed this Friday unboxing, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you enjoyed it. Till next time. Later.